This is Rory. Today I'm going to be talking about the Fairbairn-Sykes Commando knife, or the Commando Dagger, and it is one of these right here. Now, a little bit of background story for you. They were originally designed out in Shanghai by the municipal police out there to help try and combat the triad and the gangs that they had. Now, as the name suggests, they were created and designed by two gentlemen, one called William Fairbairn, the other was Eric Sykes, and out in Shanghai they needed a small functional knife. So the ones they designed alter slightly differently from the one I have here in front of me. They had a shorter blade of about 5 inches and a much shorter handle, generally made of wood or bone or something along those lines. However, when they came back to Britain in 1940, the outbreak of the Second World War, they had to alter the design slightly. And what they developed was this, the very iconic shape that you see all over the world. All they did to change it was they put a longer blade on, so the blade you see here is about 7 to 7.5 inches. The reasoning for that is so anywhere you stick it, you will get a vital organ, whether that's down through the subclavicle, through the shoulder, up through the armpit, through the ribs, you're going to get something vital, whether it's an organ or one of the main arteries. The other reason for the length of the blade is for if you're fighting in winter conditions and you have thick winter clothing on, you can still penetrate through that and get the vital squishy bits. The other thing that you see is the shape of the handle, which it has a very big belly on the grip. That is there so when you hold it, you get a good grip. It's not likely to slip. And then on this particular one, it has the cross hatchings along it that just adds to the grip as well. What makes it a dagger over a knife is the fact that it has two sharp cutting edges, so you can slash as well as stab with this. It also has the small crossguard on there just to protect your hands, and also so you can get your thumb behind and get a bit more power behind when you're thrusting as well. Now, these when these were designed in the mid-1920s and going through to the 40s, this style of dagger was usually rocking in at about 13 shillings and sixpence, which in modern money is equating to about £30 as of 2010. Now, they came in various shapes and sizes. This one I'm holding at the moment is a second pattern. You can tell by the shape of the handle and the fact that it's brass. However, to make these, they were fairly time consuming. One of the main companies that made them was Wilkinson Sword, and they were very much handcrafted as opposed to mass produced, which that was fine at the start of the war, but after we started winning and we needed more and more blades produced quickly, they had to alter their design slightly. So they produced one like this, Mark III, exact same knife, same blade length, same style of handle. The main difference is that rather than brass, that is a zinc alloy, and they've changed the rib defect as well. They've taken a lot of the more handmade options out of it and turned it into a much more mass-produced blade. However, it does the exact same thing. Long, thin, stiletto-type blade on it that is there for stabbing and cutting. Very, very iconic knife. Ended up being used by a lot of different agencies around the world, not just the British ones. The ones that the Brits used were the ones that you see were people like your parachute regiments, your commandos, your special forces, your more spy type ones like your SOE, chaps like that. Other agencies throughout the world, such as the OSS from the American side, used very similar styles to this, or took it and altered it to their own needs. One of the big major ones that the US used was the Marine Raider battalions that you see on like the Making Atolls. They took this style, altered it, and used it to very much great effect. Very simple to use, like I've said. You can use it in a square-up fight if you're going toe-to-toe with somebody. You can use it in a more covert nature if you're doing the golden oldie, sneaking up behind the sentry and taking them out nice and quietly. The other aspect of this knife was it just had a sheer psychological effect about it. If you saw somebody with this knife in their hand, it's the be-all and end-all. They've lost the gun, they've lost the grenades, this is the final thing that they're going out with, and they are very prepared to use it. Hopefully that explains a bit about the Sykes knife. In later videos to come, hopefully we'll be showing you how to use it. Thank you very much.